Hello there. I have been hard at work here at the house, and I'm happy to say I have the first and second floor pretty much all done. Structure wise, I haven't decorated inside, but I thought I'd give a little bit of a tour of what I have so far. So, on the bottom floor, we sort of have this long rectangle here with a door that leads out into the garden. And in this garden, I'm going to have a custom weeping willow tree where this oak tree is now, and a very nice, probably like deep slate and smooth basalt. Smooth basalt? I think it's basalt. A smooth basalt wall around here. I'm thinking that'll be probably 3 to 4 blocks wide, pretty tall, a little bit dilapidated, because this house is fairly old. And back here, I have some wheat growing, some potatoes growing, and we have a bit of a cow farm that I haven't gotten too many cows yet. We're pretty close to having enough bookshelves for a full enchantment setup. And then we got our sugarcane farm here. The basement is down here. It'll probably be mostly storage, but in terms of the actual story, it is a workshop. I thought I'd just sort of give a little update as to the progress I've made towards this house. There's some things I really like how they're coming along, and there's other things where I am definitely going to change. One of those things is these spruce beams. Now, this isn't the best angle on the house. It kind of looks terrible from over here, but I want to change out these spruce beams for dark oak because this is just too bright, way too bright for the rest of the building. I do really like spruce like on the interior, but as for like the exterior, with this really dark basalt and deep slate like combination, it just looks a little off, and it's very warm tone compared to the rest of the building. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to frame these windows and make them a little bit more textured up at the second floor, and also change out this spruce for dark oak because I think it will just really come together a lot better. Now, as for the interior of the house, down here I'm just kind of growing some glowberries because I want to rim this house in like a bunch of foliage and just kind of make it feel more alive and like a home. I haven't quite decided how to utilize this space. I could probably put like double chests here if I wanted, or like a pile of barrels. Up here I have 3 sort of bedroom rooms. This is the first one. It's got 2 windows. The second one has 1 window here, and the third one has 2. And I tried my best to make these windows not kind of be flush against the wall and to have them at least 1 block out. But with this room, I was having a hard time doing that. But these other 2 rooms have the windows like a block out, which I think looks a lot nicer. And from the ground, it just kind of looks nicer to have them spaced out the way that they are, so I can't really change them. I only have like the facade of the front done. But with the roof, I'm actually pretty happy with how the roof is coming along. The only challenge will be the materials, as I'll show you. So up here, I've got blocks of smooth basalt, and then some cobbled deep slate stairs and polished deep slate stairs. And I'm kind of like scattering them around and like randomizing them, just as I did with the walls. But I don't really have much deep slate. And at the point I'm at with my tools, I'm finding it very hard to collect a lot of deep slate in a reasonable amount of time. And so I think what I'm going to do is sort of leave this third floor off for a while. I'm going to try my best to sort of make the front side of it at least better looking. But for the roof itself as a whole, I'm going to have to wait until I have those materials. Luckily, I did find 2 geodes. The second geode I found was ginormous. Like, I got, I think, 8 stacks of calcite from that one geode, and I only grabbed a stack of amethyst from it. But I did mark the coordinates in case I ever wanted to go back and get amethyst shards. But yeah, it's just kind of good to know where those things are. I haven't done anything with the skeleton spawner I found, but I think I will be turning it into a XP and bone farm pretty soon. Probably within the next couple of weeks because it's pretty important to have that for my enchantment setup, which I haven't done yet because I'm not sure where to put it, and I don't have silk touch, so I can't move it if I want to move it. And so I'm just kind of ruminating on where I want to put it because I'm very much like, I want to get things done right the first time kind of person. And so a lot of things I'm sort of putting off until I know for sure how I want them to be. But I kind of like how this roof has come out because I sort of tapered it up at the top to be a little taller, and I kind of like that. I'm not sure about the diorite underneath, but yeah. Hopefully once I add the windows in, it won't look as weird because I am planning to use like the gray stained glass panes. Another thing I can't really decide what to do about is this wall because it's an odd number of blocks, and I've been using these like 2 wide windows which look nice on even numbered walls. So I guess we'll just have to figure out something to do there because I think it looks nice from the inside, but I don't have that type of window anywhere else on the house, and it just kind of looks a little too modern unless I maybe added it like over there, like added one of them. But yeah, this whole section is just kind of weird to me. I would have liked this basement entrance to be over here instead, but I don't know how I'd make that fit in terms of like the house because the basement is only 1 block above. Well, the house is only lifted 1 block up, so I guess I'll just have to figure out how that works at a later point. But yeah, this is what I've done so far. I've kind of been just focusing on this with like a one-track mind. I probably should be doing other stuff like basic Minecraft wise, but I've just been like, I need to get my house done so it looks cool. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with most of it. I really love this block palette. Like, it makes diorite look nice. And the calcite is just like the perfect addition. It's a little bit brighter and it's a little bit less busy texture-wise. Polished diorite is like one of my favorite textures with this like line here. It just looks really nice. Having these blocks at diagonals, I think looks really pretty. I'm kind of done with rambling. I don't really know what else to ramble about. I'm kind of excited about this house. Obviously, the interior is lacking in a lot of ways, but I'm kind of putting that off until I'm happy with how the exterior is coming out. So I think I'm going to replace all the spruce that I can with dark oak, at least on the outside. I'm not sure about these inside pillars. I feel like they should match, but I'm going to do that, see how it looks, and kind of just check back in. Alright, so I went ahead and I changed out the spruce stripped logs for dark oak stripped logs, and this just feels like infinitely better to me. I really like how it looks in comparison to what it looked like before. It is just so much nicer. I think my biggest concern right now is just figuring out how to turn these large plain walls into something that is more visually interesting. I don't know if I want to work on the basement next or to tackle the second floor. I know that I have a lot of interior design stuff for the second floor that is going to require a bunch of materials from biomes I haven't visited yet. Like, I need terracotta, and I need a lot of like nether materials, like the nether wood, like the warped wood and the crimson for several of the rooms. I just realized I was double wielding like these logs. This kind of looks funny. But yeah, I'm happier with this than I was before. You can tell I was building in here. This room is just, it kind of hurts my brain. This wall, I wish it was scooted back by 1, but then the staircase would be too narrow. I didn't really think through when I was building this section, but at least I figured out this wall because now it has a double wide window and it's symmetrical. And this side looks a lot better than it did before because I added in this to line up perfectly with the edge, and the door isn't centered, but I'm going to have a mailbox here, like a barrel on a fence post or something. And then this is like a display window for the shop, and then this is like the entrance into the wood shop itself, and then this is just the front door, and I'll probably have some plants up here and a lot of foliage. This will be a main street along here running, which way is this? West, east. Okay. Oh, this is perfect. Okay, up here, this castle is like, I didn't even, oh my gosh, I could have goofed so much on this world. So, the castle is, this whole kingdom is sun themed. And so the castle is going to have the sun rise behind it. And that direction is east, so that's where the sun will rise. And I didn't, oh my god, I just had a heart attack because I wasn't sure if directionally this was working, but it does. Oh my god. Okay. The castle itself is going to be a ton of work, and I really don't know where to even start with that. Probably just gathering a buttload of materials. Like, it's going to need so much stuff. Let me see. Okay, so we found a geode. We found two, actually. We found dark oak and spruce. We built a lot of the house, yes. Built out the area of town. I don't need this on here, but enchantment setup, haven't done that. Villager hall, haven't done that. Basically I did everything on like my aesthetics board and nothing on my Minecraft board. But I think I'm gonna finally get rid of these because they have been an eyesore for the entire time I've been working on this. As I've been digging out the basement, I have been using the dirt and filling out the land over here, so this island is much larger. I'm probably going to have sections that are slightly higher and slightly lower, but this whole like valley, I'm going to have to flatten those hills a little bit and then gradually rise them up over there. But this side of the mountain is going to slowly slope down, and this is going to be sheer cliffs into the ocean, and so there's going to have to be a lot of like terraforming over here to make it super steep. What I'm probably going to do is pull this part of the mountain upward and have it be steep there and then build out the whole castle there. I'm very much inspired because this idea has been in my brain for a really long time, and I just need to like put it somewhere. And why not Minecraft, you know? I don't have to work on it for like 10 hours a day because obviously that's unrealistic. I have a lot of other stuff to do, but like if I work on it a little bit every day or like every couple of days for like a couple hours, I can make a ton of progress over time. And there's no like deadline on this. It's just for fun. Like, I think it'll be fun to take on a project like this, and I'm excited. I think the next things on my to-do list are definitely to kind of finish the bottom section of the house. Like the first floor, I just want to get it solid and looking good. Bottom section of the house, like the first floor, I just want to get it solid and looking good. Not the ground floor. Well, okay. Ground floor is like the basement, right? Okay, we're going to call this first floor and we're going to call this the basement or the wood shop. I think I want to get the first floor completely done, at least on the exterior. And then I want to work on my skeleton farm. And what I'm probably going to do is make a room down here in the basement that branches off, and have that be my enchantment setup. So it's not like in the wood shop itself, but it may be like a cool hidden doorway or something. And also, I've decided I don't like these dark oak pillars on the interior, but on the inside, I think this looks really nice. I think it ties the floor and the ceiling together by like pulling it down with the trapdoors. When in doubt, like, just use trapdoors. Like, I didn't know how I want this staircase to work out, and I might hate it later, but for now, I really like how this is turning out. Like, these big panel walls of trapdoors. I'm excited for the rest of this village, or I guess this city. I think I'm gonna end it here. As you can tell, I did do a lot of exploring. I found a lush cave. I went through villages and like picked up stuff like lecterns and brewing stands. At least I thought I had a brewing stand. I found an enchanted golden apple, and I found this golden apple before I found a geode because I was going through the ocean and I was looking for a geode, and I found a freaking enchanted golden apple, which is insane to me. I don't know, it's just bizarre that it's just sitting in there. Anyway, got plenty of diamonds to like build my enchanting table and get everything set up there. I'm gonna keep kind of chugging away and working on it, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed my rambling session and like where this is going. And if you have any suggestions on like exterior design, please, by all means, send help, because I think I have like the interior, like I know exactly what I want for the interior, but the exterior, I struggle with exterior sometimes. I really love this like pattern on the side, and I love the blocks I chose. I just don't know what to do with walls like this and that to make them look better. So yeah, I will see you in the next one. Have a lovely day.